Yeah.
This week, we talked last time, you're just kind of disappointed how you kind of handled the team at the conference meet.
Yeah.
What are the things that you guys have done differently as you get ready for our regionals?
We had some meetings and just talked about what we did wrong as a group, what I felt I did wrong as a coach, and doing some things differently, and really going into this with a better, I think, mindset for everybody.
So West Regional, so you guys know, you guys do well, the season continues. You guys don't do too well, then that's it for cross country.
Yeah, and we could do pretty well and still have this be the end of the season. We have a couple of individuals, Daniel Tull and Kassir, Kaylee, and Tati. Any of those people that had an outstanding day, could get there as an individual. I think it'd be tough at this point for us to get there as a team. Take something special.
Do you feel like for some runners, Daniel, that they're kind of peaking right now? I know there's been some injuries, but now they're kind of really showing that they're the best.
Daniel especially is on the come up, so I think it's reasonable to expect him to perform even better than he did at the conference meet.
You guys have gone from hills to soccer fields. What have you heard about this course that you'll be at this weekend?
Pretty flat, mostly grass. There's some long straightaways, and it's not as windy and twisty turny as San Bernardino was. It is going to be cold. It's going to be probably icy, possibly snowy. So it'll be a different weather experience for a lot of our kids, a lot of California kids. We do have some from Idaho and that have some experience, Northern Arizona that have some experience with some running in snow, but most of them not.
Anything else you'd like to add about this weekend?
No, that's it. We're just looking forward to having a better performance than last weekend and finishing off with a better ending to the season.
I have a quick question for you,
Yeah.
Jamey. How early do you get there before a competition? Do you guys have time to practice and run the course? Or?
Yeah, so we're going to get there. We're going to travel on Thursday, and then we'll have all day Friday to kind of go over the course and then have a team meeting about what we thought about the course after. We've seen the maps, but after having been there and actually run over the terrain, especially in the weather, and that'll be a conversation we'll definitely have to have. Is like, hey, we're going to just run a race, no matter what the weather is. There's a certain number of competitors in any kind of adverse conditions that are going to tank just because of the conditions. And if we're not one of those, some of those people, then we'll beat a lot of people in a couple of teams that we probably shouldn't have, just by being gritty.
Let me ask you a couple quick questions, Coach, if you don't mind. What's been the biggest difference between how you prepared for the conference championship to now how you're preparing for this regional?
Just really kind of accepting that it's a big championship meet. I kind of tried to avoid that and distract from that with a young team going to the conference meet, and I think left people thinking about it more because we didn't talk about it enough. And so hopefully we're talking about it enough and acknowledging the elephant in the room more this time.
From an individual performance standpoint, who are you expecting to make a big improvement from their conference meet performance?
I think Tatiana is a little bit healthier. Daniel Tull, a little bit fitter, and one more race under his belt. But overall, most of the team, I would say in general, can perform better.
Do you think the colder climate is going to be more of a positive or more of a negative compared to that hot climate?
Yeah, I don't know. If you're looking at the conditions for an excuse on how you performed, whether it was hot or cold, if that's your reason why you didn't have a good race when it was hot, then that's probably going to be your reason why you don't have a good race when it's cold. So, that's the conditions are a factor, but they're the same factor for everybody. Some people might have more experience with it, but it's just a simple matter of executing your race, independent of the conditions, and or just dealing with the fact that, hey, these conditions are rough, but we still race. We just do the best we can. And the teams that do that, the athletes that do that will do fine.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.